Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Big Al Show. This is Big Al with my co-host, TNA TJ, here with me.
Yo.
So what's up, wrestling fans? We're going to throw this show together really quickly. It's another one of those slow weeks in wrestling, but we're going to have fun with it. We have a lot of wrestling stuff to talk about, and we're going to get into everything else like we always do, have a good time, and enjoy ourselves on this another rainy Saturday.
Yeah, not good.
Second week in a row here for us that Saturday. It's been raining out, and wrestling news has been slow.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to talk about the results from Raw. We're going to talk about the results from Impact, and we're going to get into some of the news, some of the rumors, and just basically, BS around a little bit.
Going down the rumor highway.
So before we get into all that, you guys know we've been starting the show off with TNA TJ, so I'm going to kick it over to TJ. It's ladies. This is your time. 2 minutes alone with TNA TJ.
Not so much. Yeah. So, wrestling this week, not too exciting. Impact was pretty garbagey. It had its moments, but overall bad again. What can I do? Name's going to be changing soon. It's going to be changing. So, to non-wrestling fan TJ. No, it would never be that. Maybe non-TNA TJ? I don't know. But it's been bad. I'll be watching some Nitro today on 24/7 WWE. Great channel. Awesome show. And I think it's when WCW's getting bad. They jump Ric Flair, shave his head. Oh, we got some people in the chat room. Got Alex Wright, Disco Inferno, Scott Norton, all my friends, Buff Bagwell. Glad to see you, Buff. Buff Dad, of course.
These guys come in the chat room just for you?
Yes.
That's amazing.
I know. You don't see them. People don't see them. I like to,
They might if they hear how much you talk about them week by week. And Grim says, is it WCW time?
It is.
It's always WCW time on the Big Al Show. All right, so that was your minute with TNA TJ.
Exciting.
Oof.
Man.
I'm sure they were going nuts.
They are ready to go.
We are ready to go. The Undertaker, big storyline. Everybody's Googling it. Is The Undertaker dead?
Yes.
Is he finished?
Done.
Is he dead?
Yes.
They found him in a vegetative state, I guess, on SmackDown?
In a hotel.
In a hotel? No, not. Oh, I shouldn't joke about that. A lot of wrestlers, they end up finding them in these hotels.
Why? Why hotels? Don't yell at me.
Partying hard.
I guess.
Taking the prescription pills.
Always a crappy
mixing.
Mm-hmm. Mixing with what?
Mixing with all kinds of shit. Getting wild.
Oh.
So it happens. Yeah, that wasn't the Warrior. That wasn't the Warrior. He's not here yet, as far as I can tell. It's raining. I don't think even the Warrior is crazy enough to come out in the rain. His face paint will be ruined.
It would.
Right? It'll be running all over his face. He'll look like an idiot.
He doesn't care.
He's like 60 years old now.
I think his face paint comes up.
Sting, yeah, remember Sting he didn't really take his face paint off too much in the early days.
Towards the end.
Now, especially, it's like, I'm Steve Borden.
Here's my face.
Yeah, you can know my whole name. I'm just out of character completely. The whole mystery of Sting. I love Sting. I always will. But, it kind of sucks when they do take away that mystery. I don't want to see Steve Borden sitting down on TNA television giving an interview as Steve Borden. He's Sting. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. He sucks now, right? You're not happy with him later.
Terrible.
Why not? I don't watch too much TNA. I gotta say sorry to all the TNA fans in the chat room, and of course we do want to give our shout out to all the real fans in the chat room. That's Andre Harrison, Daniel from Scotland, Grim as always, all of our luchadors. We got a lot of luchadors coming in today, guys. I say luchadors because in the chat room, it says guests, so we don't know who they are. They got their masks on. Oh, nothing wrong with that. JB Forever is here.
JB Forever.
JBL? JBL? No.
Yeah.
No. He'll let us know, I'm sure.
Maybe he meant GB, George Bush.
George Bush?
Yeah, maybe he meant G.
No.
J.
No. All right. So the Undertaker, Bobby Lashley. Last night. Hey, listen. Last night we went to the Rumble at the Rock here at the Hard Rock, and it was pretty fun. We were sitting pretty close. Bobby Lashley was there.
He was.
You know, I wouldn't say we were hanging out with him, but he took some pictures.
Sure.
You know, and we saw him. And here's the question you had. You saw him afterwards.
I did.
What happened there with Bobby Lashley?
You know, I saw him walking, having fun.
Having a good time.
A couple drinkaroos in him.
You could tell he had a few drinks.
Yeah, walking a little funny.
A little fun. Was he really?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
Well, a little staggering. Maybe that was injuries. I don't know.
Maybe injuries. Okay.
Yeah. But he was with the, I don't think he was with the lady, his wife. He was with somebody else. The missus wasn't around this episode.
What? The lady was yelling on TNA wasn't there with him?
Yes. She was blaming Dixie Carter.
His wife wasn't there?
No.
So who was he with?
Beats me.
What was it, a man or a woman?
It was a woman.
It was a woman. What did she look like?
Blonde hair.
Oh, boy. Here we
blonde
go.
Hair, white girl.
Do you think he's cheating?
Sure.
Oh, no. He's just hanging out. He wouldn't be that obvious. He wouldn't be walking around the heart. You think there's trouble in paradise?
He's not. We're
terrible here, right? We see Bobby Lashley walking around at the Hard Rock with a blonde, and we automatically assume something.
Wow.
Well.
That's TMZ wasn't going to, get Bobby Lashley for cheating. It's not a big deal.
Well, they weren't doing anything in public anyway. I hope Bobby Lashley doesn't come after you.
If he does, I'm waiting.
Right. Oh, man. Extreme Rules. You guys remember that pay-per-view?
No.
Okay. Good for you. It wasn't the worst. The main event was. It was so extreme with the duct tape. 200,000 buys. I don't really know if 200,000 is up or down from this time last year. I don't think so. I think it's should be like in the 220s now. Maybe it's a little higher. I don't really know. I have to see the numbers. But 200,000, in case you're interested in something like that.
How much pay-per-view? 55? 60?
Dollars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, 50, I think.
Whew. A lot.
Yeah. Hogan and Bischoff.
Yes, good friends.
No kidding. They're going to be staying, apparently. Apparently the feeling is, they're going to be staying around for a little while.
They're becoming roommates.
They might as well. They might as well.
Sweet. That's a good deal. Excited.
Slammaiversary's coming up. Are you excited? I don't watch TNA too much anymore.
No.
You're not excited about RVD and Stinger?
No.
Why?
Sting sucks lately. I don't get it.
Why does he suck? He's just boring to you?
Boring. He gets beat up. He can't do anything without his bat. That's not Sting. Sting's supposed to be badass. All of a sudden, because he's a bad guy now, he sucks.
Andre Harrison, by the way, thank you in the chat coming in. He says Extreme Rules slightly up from Backlash, which is what it was last year. Slightly up. So, yeah. I guess Backlash was probably in the 180, 190,000.
What about In Your House?
In Your House. I loved In Your House. Those were pretty cool. Do you remember when we went to In Your House and saw Sid in West Palm? Psycho Sid and Bret Hart.
He's crazy.
Yeah. That was a fun time.
What? Yeah,
in TNA, Daniel from Scotland, who was coming in, did get hurt pretty bad by the NBA ratings. I don't know, what was the exact rating? I think they had 1 million viewers, or maybe a little less.
Who's that?
TNA.
On Thursday.
They got hurt on Thursday. They're running from Monday. Next thing you know, they're getting busted up on Thursdays. Granted, the NBA was on, but
I say go to Sunday mornings, live, 8 a.m. Get us all up.
That was your idea. Yeah, Impact at 8 a.m. on Sundays. Everybody in the chat, 8 a.m. Sundays, we're getting up. Live Impact? I'm with that if it's live.
Sure.
0.87 on that rating also for Impact. 0.87. Well, 0.8, 0.9, 1.0. That's what TNA is finished, right?
They're done.
I don't think how much longer until they're calling it quits. 2 years?
Yeah, so buy your DVDs.
So in about a year and a half, Grimm is going to be like, I quit.
Yes.
He's going to stick with it for a little while.
No, he's not going to quit. He's going to be at the store hitting the rise and fall of TNA. You'll see.
I don't say. Do you think Dixie would ever sell it to Vince McMahon? Yeah.
Yes. If anybody would sell, if they're dying.
Are you excited for the band against Matt Morgan and to be announced?
No. The band itself, God, it's terrible. How many more tag matches in this pay-per-view? Every single one except for the main event? Give it to me.
Let's
Give me
see.
3 ways and tag.
We got one single. Let's count the single. Sting and RVD.
Okay, there's one.
Brian Kendrick and Doug Williams, single.
Okay.
Angle and Kazarian are single.
Nice.
3 singles matches.
Okay.
And the female match, I don't pay attention to the females, but that's 4.
Uh-huh.
You got, from what I can tell, 3 tag matches. So 4 singles and 3 tag. Matt Morgan versus the Band, Jeff Hardy, and Mr. Anderson against Beer Money.
Does that make any sense?
And no, I'm sorry. Brother Ray and Justin Neal. You're wrong. They only have 2 tag matches.
Wow, only 2. I'm
Yeah.
shocked. Take it back. I won't.
You should.
I won't.
All right. The NXT finale, Wade Barrett, everybody. Wade Barrett is your winner. Did you like Wade Barrett?
Who's that?
You asked me that last week. Your memory is so bad.
Oh, yeah, the Irish guy.
He's not Irish.
The French guy.
All right. We're going to move on from TNA. The NXT finale, Wade Barrett wins 1.1 rating.
Exciting.
No. Ratings bad.
Are you one of
Wade
them?
Barrett's cool.
One?
I like him. He's cocky. He's arrogant.
You watch.
He reminds me of a Steven Regal type. You know, they're thinking about maybe teaming him with Jericho, going after the titles.
Jericho-holic.
Jericho who lost the Truth on Raw. Remember that? Good match. I was a little surprised that Jericho lost. I thought he was going to get the shot.
Got to bring that old guy back. Remember the old guy used to be with him?
Hulk Hogan? Oh.
No, the old guy.
What old
who
guy?
wears shirts.
Oh, yeah. Rufus.
Yeah.
Rufus. Bring back Rufus, Chris Jericho. That he was a truck driver, I believe, for WCW at the time.
Was he? Nice.
Yeah. Jericho in WCW was awesome, wasn't he? He's awesome everywhere.
Yeah.
We were watching, guys, do you guys remember when Chris was coming at Steve Austin with Christian, and they had their signs, and they were picketing in the ring, and he shoved it in Austin's face? What were the signs? They said some funny stuff.
Yeah.
Drunk with power, Stone Cold Joke.
Stone Cold Joke.
Yeah. Jericho's such a funny guy. He kept getting in his face. And, you get him, Christian. Great stuff. We love Chris Jericho. Oh, speaking of Chris Jericho, he's getting his own show. He's got, well, not his own show, but he's going to be hosting a game show on ABC.
No way.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
What's it called?
Downfall. It's a trivia show. And I guess they're going to have like a huge conveyor belt, and they're going to have prizes going around on this belt.
That's cool.
So we'll see how Jericho does. I think that's very cool. Good for him, right?
Do it. I'll watch it and give it a shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another minute with TNA TJ.
1 minute, 60 seconds, and counting down. It's probably at 57 now, I suppose. Watching another Buff Daddy, Buff Bagwell. He got a huge pop. He was wrestling, who the hell was he wrestling? Somebody that was more popular, and they just didn't care. They loved Buff Bagwell. He was posing, they freaking loved it. Oh, he was wrestling Raven. They didn't care about Raven. Raven had a few deep. But they loved Bagwell, boy. Every move he did, he posed. It was so funny.
And this has been 1 minute with TNA TJ.
Isn't that great?
Buff Bagwell, huh?
Yes. He came out with Vicious.
All right, that was your minute. You're done.
Oh.
That was your minute.
Got more.
Rob Zombie
Hey,
is
I
going
like
to be
him.
hosting Raw on June 28th.
He's awesome.
Why?
Because he makes awesome movies.
Did you like Devil's Rejects?
Loved it.
Bet you did.
So awesome. You didn't?
I did. Did
Yeah.
you like, what else did he make? I don't
The
know.
first one.
Did you like the Halloweens that he made?
Yeah. I'm not
You
a big
did?
Halloween fan, but those ones were better, yeah.
So you really do like him?
Yeah, I do.
Wow.
I do. It doesn't mean he'll be a good host.
Right. Speaking of, Ashton, what do you think of that guy?
That was taped. It had to have been, no? He wasn't there at all. It was like on a tape delay or something. Correct? I mean,
Yeah.
what you saw? It just, that's crappy. Why even have him then? If you can't show.
Andre Harrison said TNA TJ is stuck in 1995.
I am stuck in there. I still got a tape deck. Forever.
I would say 96, Harrison.
96? No, past that.
Yeah.
98. I stopped watching, WCW when I went.
You didn't start watching WCW until they got
That was it?
first.
The last day.
Yeah.
I was pissed. I was
We-
furious.
We stuck with it.
I cried, man.
No, you did not cry. That's BS.
You didn't see me.
You didn't cry.
Okay, fine. I did shed a tear.
You're a liar.
I'm not joking. Did you see the hat I'm wearing today? NWO?
Ron is in the chat. He saw Rob Zombie in concert last week. Said it was incredible.
Cool. Sure it was.
Thanks for stopping by, Ron. JB Forever. Did we ever get JB Forever's name?
Ron Jeremy?
No.
What'd you say?
JB Forever.
I thought you said Ron Jeremy before.
Ron Jeremy? Porn star? No, we're not talking about that. But, whoa, if you want to talk about porn stars, wow, we got some news for you.
Trish.
Well, you guys remember, if you didn't hear, there was a WWE, I guess we find out, there's a WWE executive fired for having oral sex in WWE headquarters.
Nice. That's hot.
Hot, you like that?
McMahon?
Lost his job. No. A guy was receiving.
Oh, I was going to say,
and both
that would be even bigger.
No, both of them are out.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, they caught a guy with Vince McMahon in the shower at WWE headquarters. Could you imagine what would happen after that? They should do that like it's an angle.
No.
They should know. McMahon wouldn't go that far.
Way extreme.
Too much.
PG now.
Right. But it would be fun.
Or else he would have kept this girl and used it as a story.
Lies! Damn it! They're lies! All right. Sorry, everybody. We get a little
Who was it?
crazy. I don't know, some nobody, but they said that they were, on the fast track, corporate-wise. They were on the way. Boy, they were on the fast track, all right.
Kind of good. Wrestling makes you hot.
That's why you get the fever for it, I guess. Joe Henning. I want to talk about this.
Oh,
Kurt Henning's son. It would make sense to keep his name, right? Joe Henning.
Why not?
People know who Kurt Henning is for the most part.
Sure. He doesn't want to do it.
Of course he wants to. They've been telling him, that's going to be your name. Try to be a little bit in your father's mold. They want to change his name. It's going to be on NXT next season as Michael McGillicuddy.
Michael McGillicuddy. Why? Who's Michael McGillicuddy? It doesn't make sense.
I have no idea, and I don't like it. Not one
They
bit.
didn't change Rhodes' name. Cody Rhodes. He's terrible. Maybe they should have.
Gotcha. I don't like it. That's stupid. His name should be like Joe Henning or something to do, some takeoff of Mr. Perfect. I like Mr. Perfect. Now, we don't want the clones.
No.
But it's okay to steal a little bit here and there from older wrestlers. Some of even if it wasn't, I think it's okay, to advance your character.
Sure.
Wrestling's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple formula. And a lot of the things that you can do.
Well, DiBiase's not doing it too well.
DiBiase is not doing the best job ever. But this is what you wanted, TJ. Me and you argued about this last week.
Yeah,
I told you, you wanted him to be more like his dad. You were on the show complaining. Be more like Ted DiBiase. Now he's doing it, and you're not happy.
No, I'm thinking he's more of a snobby kid.
That's the storyline.
I know it's a story.
Oh, Grim, I like it. If I was working, Jim, he would have got me on this. Why not Joe Perfect for his name? Joe Henning.
Perfect.
Joe
Yeah,
Perfect.
that's cool.
That's good, Grim. That's good. I like it. I would stick with that.
That's cool.
Very good.
Creative.
Yeah, Joe Perfect. Sounds perfect.
I like it.
Perfect name.
Yeah,
for a perfect guy. Oh, shut. He's over. If they played this on Raw, he'd be over.
Yep, that's it.
Just kidding. But yeah.
He would get popped.
Oh, and JB, thank you. He said he's in the chat room, and I don't mind. We got to call out our chatters and our listeners, and thank you all for listening, whether it's in the archives or in the chat.
Yeah.
But he said, long-time listener, first time in the chat. Welcome to the chat, and thank you for listening. Give it a long time.
Good old JB.
Jeremy Borash, get out of the room, pal. Get out of the room, dork. I'm sorry, I'm not a Jeremy Borash kind of guy. Maybe I'm jealous that this little twerpy, dorky guy backstage.
Got kissed.
Of course he did.
By a fat lady who ran in.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, she doesn't like the beautiful people. She showed her butt, though. She was like in a thong. She kissed him on the lips.
Sounds like you were looking pretty close.
I was. Big booty ran in.
Whoa. Anything else you want to say about Impact? Because I want to talk about Raw a little.
It sucked. Oh, go ahead.
Did it really suck?
No, it was okay. It was a C.
Give it a grade. A C?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's what I get.
Jeez.
What did Raw give you?
Well, first let's say Daniel from Scotland is reporting that John Cena wrote the following on his Twitter. And after a full 2 days to think about it, what is the story behind the names for NXT 2 talent? I just don't understand some things, I guess. Well, don't take anything too seriously here that he's saying. It's not like he's criticizing the WWE on it. Well, I guess he could be, but it could be a storyline, right?
Could be.
They said they were going to start using Twitter, I know WWE did, as to build up their storylines.
Yeah.
Or he could just be voicing his opinion, right, and saying that it's stupid to have that name.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Vince McMahon?
No, so it could be, maybe this is part of the storyline, and eventually he'll become a Joe Henning or a Joe Perfect.
Maybe.
We'll see. Thanks for that news, Daniel. Let's talk about Raw a little bit.
Oh, Raw is war.
Did you like... Not anymore.
Oh.
Did you like Evan Bourne in the main event?
No, I told you that. He's
okay.
not supposed to be in the main event. I don't like tag main events. Unless it's for a real tag team.
Unless it's for a real tag team, 100% agree. But I like Evan Bourne. You like him, right?
Yeah, he's cool. I didn't say he was terrible. He's not Chavo Guerrero. I mean, he's good. But, I mean, do you really need to push him on the last match of Raw? I mean, that's your main event.
A lot of people like Evan Bourne.
So what?
He's good, but he's too small.
So give him a middle match.
He's a cruiserweight.
Give him a middle match against another cruiserweight, a jobber.
I would agree with that.
You know, you can't get over without John Cena. That's what he did. He pushed him. I mean, that's what they did. Yeah.
Did it work?
Yeah, no. I mean, you know, I guess. I don't know.
The rating for that Raw was a 3.2. No, that would no. From what they've been getting, that's I guess a little around 3.0, 3.1, 3.2. That's all horrible. Okay, they were just getting 3.7, 3.8. 2 months ago. I know it was WrestleMania month, guys, but 3.2 is still very sad, very pathetic.
Losing wrestling fans, though.
Yeah, a lot of wrestling fans are taking off.
Hitting the road.
Speaking of wrestling fans who take off, a good buddy of mine used to write for the site when we were doing that. Jaded Wrestling Fan has joined us. Thanks for joining us in the chat. Bryce Bozarth, my good friend. Thank you, buddy. And he's a Jaded Wrestling Fan himself. He's one of these guys who will take off, come back to see if it's any better. And when he sees that the storylines aren't there and don't make sense and the characters aren't developed, he says, all right, I'll come back, see you next year.
Right.
Tell me are you any better? Yeah, it's sad, right? People are going to have to get their wrestling fix from the indies. Now, listen, hold on. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you said old school. Let's remember, that doesn't mean I'm saying not an hour of straight wrestling, okay? I don't want the ROH, all wrestling. You got to have angles. You got to have storylines. You have to have interviews. You have to have character development. You have to have promos. If you look at the old NWA, which was my favorite era, okay, that's when I first jumped in. So if you look at the old NWA, they had great matches. Don't get me wrong. They had your 10-minute, 15-minute match during a TV show. You get it. But after that, what would you always see, TJ?
A promo.
Or an interview. Now, were people busting each other up with chairs? No, they weren't going crazy. There were people running out of the audience and running down, were there?
No, pretty plain interviews.
Simple interviews. They made it look realistic. It looked like a sport. Right. They were actually trying to sell this. This is legit. This wrestling. If a guy gets a title shot, he deserves it. He wins it in the ring. Now they had their run-ins. They had their hitting people from the back, but they meant something because they happened few and far between. It was a wrestling program. That's how it should be done. We need the promos. We need the interviews. We need the character development. No doubt about it. 50% that. 50% good solid wrestling.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense.
And what are we missing?
And then your simple storyline.
And what else?
Okay, you don't have to go crazy. Jobbers definitely need to come back. But overall, there you go. That's really the formula.
Yeah, pretty plain and simple. I mean, it's really not hard. I swear to you, it's not.
Well, listen, one day we're going to get a listener is going to become our fan, and he's going to buy us a little independent promotion, and we're going to run that sucker to the top.
Yeah?
Yes.
Give me
Yeah, right.
It takes a week. You're telling me a week you got to prepare for a show, and this is what you got to give me? You didn't go over that script? You wrote it once, and that was it. Satisfied. That's the problem. It's crap. One writer, I guess, Russo, just saying, here, this is what I got. This is it.
Ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute with TNA TJ.
Oh, 1 minute. 1 minute with TNA TJ. Okay, well, I saw a little bit of fire and ice the other day. The Scott Norton and the Ice Train. Exciting stuff. Man, you know what, man? Well, I was telling Big Al, they should have kept that tag team. 2 big-ass guys, strong and powerful, like a Scott Norton and an Ice Train. I would hit the road with that match. I'm out of here. These guys are scary. Scary, powerful.
And that has been 1 minute with TNA TJ.
Thank you.
What'd you think of Ashton Kutcher on Raw?
I told you it's
no, didn't like it. No. How about Zack Ryder? Any potential in him? You said no on the program. Have you had time to think about it again?
Zack Ryder? Not really. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to what?
How about Santino and Kozlov? Kozlov, everybody, I'm sure,
the Russian.
If you watch Raw, yeah. Turned on Regal to be with his good, funny friend,
That's
Santino.
Funny. I like
a good little combo, right?
I like those two. They're always out when the guests are there. And they're funny. Like, I don't even need to see them wrestle, to be totally honest with you.
No, they're funny. And I enjoy good segments.
Yeah.
Good personalities.
He's funny, that little Italian guy.
Are you happy to see Vince back?
Oh, that was great. That was my favorite part of the show.
I hope he stays around, though.
God. Like that, you're like, look at that. Simple story, but they've been using it, man. Gives them the job. Now he comes back.
What am I going to do, Brett? You know,
am I going to
screw you over, or am I here to wish you good luck?
Yeah. Or, hey, just, yeah.
Wow, you mean there's an actual, like, mystery here? Like, it could go either way? Something could happen here, one or the other? Wow.
What a shock.
It happens once in a while. Vince knows how to book. He knows it for the most part, but
he's a little lazy, too, though.
I think he's getting lazy.
Yeah.
You know, he told the stockholders he wasn't coming back. No more Mr. McMahon characters. If he could help it.
He couldn't help it.
Apparently couldn't help it. It didn't take long. What, a month?
Brett made him mad.
Yeah. The ratings are going down. I'm going on television. You excited for Viewer's Choice this week?
No. It's not going to be a Viewer's Choice. People can vote, but they're going to do what they want to do. How do you know if they really vote will be?
Well, I haven't gone on WWE.com. I probably should. I assume they have some choices up there for everybody.
I didn't say that you couldn't vote. I said, how do you know if the real vote?
You think they're going to rig it?
Yeah, sure.
Well, they don't even have to rig it. They can just, we're about to have this match, and the guy gets jumped.
Right.
You know what I mean? They don't even.
It doesn't mean anything.
Right. That's why the TNA thing didn't make any sense. The top 10, you vote. Why?
I don't believe that anyways. Do you really believe everyone picked Sting number one? I mean, honestly. Come on. That's a joke. I'm sorry. I bet, if anything, he was third or fourth, dude. I'm telling you. Big Rob, number 10 or 9? Are you serious?
I'm not paying attention to that stuff. We got a caller from Canada. We don't
Canada?
call too often. 902.
Jim Nichols.
Welcome to the Big Al Show.
Hey, Al, it's me, the Jaded Wrestling Fan. How's it going?
Hey, the Jaded Wrestling Fan. What's up, brother?
Well, not much. I just got a few things I have to say. NXT.
All yours.
It failed. Big fail.
TNA?
TNA.
And you gave it a chance, right? We've been talking about this, me and you, for a while.
It's false hope with TNA, you know? The Hogan era was supposed to in all this positivity, and it's drowning in the middle of the ocean. At the very least, they've got Hogan off the air. I think I saw him once last time I watched TNA. He was talking to Mr. Anderson.
And that's a shame. It's a shame not because, it's time for Hogan, but that they could not utilize him better. It's come to the point where they can't even figure out anything to do with him.
He should be managing whoever they want to push as their main face. Like, Rob Van Dam is a good title holder because AJ Styles has failed as the main heel of that company. I think that's apparent to everyone. But they need a guy that they can push into that limelight, a future, like if Desmond Wolfe wasn't a heel, someone like him, that they can
Desmond Wolfe, absolutely,
as the future. And, they're trying to kind of hint at turning AJ Styles around, but part of me wonders maybe if his time has passed.
Oh, he's been around for so long now, and he's been given the football, and taken the lead, and he's had his chance. And we're sitting at a, 0.8? I think his time has passed, Bryce.
I had a crazy thought the other day, because Carlito, he's done with the WWE, and personally, I've never been a fan of the guy. But I think he's the kind of personality that could give TNA a little something that they're lacking, like when they grabbed Mr. Anderson. And they said they didn't want to be grabbing these WWE cast-offs, but I mean, they kind of got to seize the boat.
Mickey James.
More? No.
They're taking Mickey James, so.
Oh, fuck that. Sorry for my language. But
no, you're right. You're right. Dixie was tweeting about how happy she was. Oh, I'm at her album release with Mickey James. Hey, girl, thanks for give me a break.
I forget who I was talking to. One of the people on Twitter that's part of the wrestling community on there, and I said, the WWE divas, they're not wrestlers. That's what the TNA has different. The knockouts are legitimate to a degree.
Absolutely.
Like chick Roxy, who they've been pushing since she was healthy to come back, and my girlfriend likes to call her Roxy Camel Toe. I think that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
And I mean, these are the kind of athletes that
storylines are
pushing.
Yeah, the storylines are still crap for me in the knockout division, though. They're still not there. For me, it's like if I don't have the storylines, we're wasting time. It doesn't matter who's the heel. It doesn't matter who's the face. we're just wasting time if the stories don't make any sense. And if they're not making sense, forget it. Forget it.
The only decent story that TNA has had all year was Kurt Angle's feud with Mr. Anderson.
100% agree.
And
how simple was that story? It was a good old-fashioned feud.
Exactly.
I thought you were going to say Alex Storm. TNA needs Alex Storm.
Alex
Storm.
Oh, my word.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Earlier in the show, we were talking about McGillicuddy, Mr. Perfect's son.
Yes, McGillicuddy.
I had a thought the other day. Mr. Astonishing. Like, don't play off the perfect name so literally, but give him another adjective that means a similar thing, you know? Play off
There you go. Okay. We're trying to be too creative, Bryce. We don't belong anywhere near wrestling because,
Clearly.
to actually sit and think about something like that would make sense and, be a takeoff. They're not going to do that.
Industry. Heaven forbid.
All right, man. We thank you for calling in, Bryce.
Yeah, man. I'll keep listening to the show,
Appreciate
though. Have a
it.
good night, guys.
Thank you, man.
Peace.
Bryce Bozarth, everybody, the Jaded Wrestling fan. We got another caller. We do. I don't know if this is who I think it is.
Oh, no.
But if this is who I think it is, well, you guys are in for a treat.
Are we in trouble?
You guys are in for a treat because we're going to talk about somebody who has had backstage access to a wrestler, who's hung out with the wrestler, gone out on the town, I believe, with a wrestler that you've all heard of. And he has some stories that he wants to share, so we're going to bring him in.
Here we go.
Are you there on the line with us?
Hello.
Yeah, so who are we speaking with here?
This is VIP.
VIP. We are on the phone, ladies and gentlemen, with VIP.
Whoa.
What's up, VIP?
Nothing. Just woke up a little while ago. I was out at the Hard Rock and don't really remember anything.
You had a long night, huh?
I just remember you two dancing with Mae Young and the Fabulous Moolah.
Oh, we weren't going to tell anybody about that. Listen, Mae Young, you got to give it to her. She looks good for her age, VIP.
And they were real.
Yes, they were real. But we're not going to get into details now with everybody about Mae Young. No puppies, Jerry Lawler. No puppies. So you had a story that you were sharing with me last night that I thought, some people would like to hear. I guess you hung out with the Big Show at one time. Whoa.
Oh, yeah, the Big Drunk Show.
Whoa, the Big Drunk Show. Jeez.
Drunk. Drank 2 bottles of Jack Daniels. We were out at a Kid Rock concert. I had to more or less show him around down in Miami. Hotels, airports, wherever else he wanted to go. I had to make sure we were in the limo, make sure he got there. Clubs, escorts, whatever he felt like doing. So.
Whoa. Escorts. Are you saying that he felt like escorts?
Whatever numbers he had me call, yep.
You called him. Okay, I got you.
Was he choke slamming people in the clubs?
He wasn't choke slamming. He was definitely making them choke.
Whoa. VIP, honest and slow. You're saying the Big Show's a little bit of a party animal. Jeez.
A little bit? Oh, my God. That dude knocked down 2 bottles of Jack like I take shots of Patron.
Oh, boy. Gee. So that's it. You got drunk. You dialed some numbers. Next thing you know,
there was 4 or 5 different whores. I was getting leftovers of the Big Show, but hey.
Come on. Are you being serious now?
Oh, yeah. That's definite.
And there was Puny next to him.
Right. How small were these girls next to the Big Show?
Like little ants looking at somebody off the airplane. And Bobby Lashley last night. Oh yeah, that dude was definitely wasted and definitely was some other ladies' man.
Who was that? The blonde girl with Bobby Lashley last night.
That's whoever the hell he met at the club. Wasted. He showed up alone. he stayed at the Hard Rock. The person that put together the fight yesterday from Action Fight League, they had to get him a hotel. Even though he lives around the corner, they still had to get him a hotel at the Hard Rock and comp all his drinks and expenses and whatever else. And I guess a little hot blonde was also in the mix for it. So things you have to do to be famous.
That was fun to do, I guess.
Damn,
very interesting VIP. Very good stories, man.
Sure, it's going to be a regular guy.
Yeah, we got to have you call in on a regular basis, VIP. You got the behind the scenes. I know for a fact. I saw last night. I saw you with Bobby Lashley. You were with these celebrities. You can get us some dirt.
Don't forget about, you didn't come till after. You didn't come till after Dennis Rodman left. Dennis Rodman, wasn't he on like WCW or part of NWO 20 years ago?
You're 100% right. And Dennis Rodman, we were hanging out with Dennis. You're right.
Dennis Rodman was jumped up on stage with some kids that were in a little band, took the microphone from them, was like, "Give me it. I'm Dennis Rodman. You don't know who I am." And that was pretty much it.
Nice. That's Dennis Rodman. That's nothing new. No. I'm sure Dennis Rodman gets pretty...
Didn't he just get off of celebrity rehab?
Yeah. Yes, he did. Is he back in?
Oh, he's off the wagon. He was fucking wasted last night. People were trying to take pictures with him. He's like, "You know who I am? Get away from me." He's like, "Yeah, let me pose for a picture." As soon as the snap was about to go off, he would move away. So all you would have was Dennis Rodman jumping out of the picture when he took it.
Oh, Dennis Rodman, not into the picture. All right, VIP. Thank you for joining us, brother. You're going to call in again and give us some more scoops.
Oh, yeah, don't forget, I want to send you the pictures from last night after I left the Hard Rock.
Pictures. Oh. Is Mae Young in any of them?
No. Leader's in.
All right, I'll see you. I'll see you on Facebook, buddy.
Later,
VIP.
The Wrestling George we had?
VIP, everybody. Coming in with the scoop on the big show. Jeez. A little more info on Bobby Lashley last night.
Told you.
Wow. VIP, what did you think of that? Great.
I want more every week. I want him to save his stories.
Listen, love him or hate him, that is VIP, everybody. So, yeah. Right. Inside scoop, the dirt on some of these athletes. And we'll bring him in from time to time to entertain everybody.
Good stories.
Good stories. So what else?
What else you got in the news?
And Bryce Bozov also, I want to thank him for calling in. That was cool.
From Canada.
Man, I think we're just all the way from Canada. I think we're just about out.
We are.
Of news.
Oh.
A little early.
Get it out of our face.
It's a little early.
It is.
Yeah. Nutty Rock Chick is here.
Hey.
Yeah. We got JB Forever hitting on her, though, in the chat room. He asked her the old ASL.
Oh, I like the ASL.
You like the ASL?
And then what about the, what else is there? What do you look like?
Yeah, it's Nutty Rock Chick. No.
We don't accept pictures. We're just going to go off on,
on a sex location, everybody, ASL.
Oh, you're in Miami too far. I'm in Broward. Can't do that drive.
Daniel from Scotland.
Hey.
All right, buddy, let's throw some news out here at us. All right, we're out of our stuff. This is slow week. Throw that stuff at us. Here we go. Shane McMahon is hoping to work for the UFC, but it fell through.
Oh, that's that.
I wonder what he means by working for the UFC. Is he going to have a real high-level job?
Probably.
Doesn't he have enough money to open his own little company, whether it's MMA or wrestling?
TV deal. Tough.
Right, that is the one that's always a tough one. How do you get on television?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That says it right there. I would love to see Shane, though, get his own. I would love to see anyone with some brains start a fresh, new federation.
That's what I thought TNA was going to do, man. I thought, if they're smart, they would have went off the air for a little bit.
Yeah.
Seriously. Went off the air and just revamped everything. I don't care about the diehard original fans that were in that crappy arena that are used to that garbage that they're playing every week. Just start a new, fresh show, man. I mean, that's what it's about. One of the two, I was thinking the other day, you turn on the TV and see that crappy small arena. You want to keep on flashing, turning the channel. It doesn't look interesting. I mean, it looks so small. It looks like an independent.
We say it every week. Show. Get the hell out of Orlando, TNA.
Please.
Get the hell out of Orlando. What is going on?
Take the wrestlers like a second to get to the ring. Like, they don't have time to jaw with the crowd. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, and you can't jaw with the crowd. You can't tell the crowd they suck.
A new restaurant in Minnesota is opening. by Mean Gene Okerlund.
Oh, sweet.
It's going to be called the Mean Gene Grill.
I like the name.
Mean Gene Grill?
Yeah.
Couldn't he do a Foreman sort of thing with that? No?
No. He's just
George Foreman Grill, Mean Gene Grill?
Is he going to be there, like, announcing the whole thing? When he orders stuff?
Now you got, we had Daniel from Glasgow gave his ASL out as well. He's 27M from Glasgow.
27M for male.
27M, right. M is always male.
That's good. Good.
And Daddy Rochick is a 29 female.
So you gotta put pick now. With a question mark.
Pick with a question. Sorry, JB. We're having a good time, as we always do, on the Big Al Show. That's why you guys got to come in the chat with us. Have a good time. Mess around. I'm going to go invite some more people, so you know what that means, everybody.
Okay.
1 minute with TNA TJ.
Here I am. Now, if I was asked for a pick, normally what I would do, I'd bust out my 1999 photo. It's a 40-pound less to go photo. I'm like, yeah, that's me right now. Look at those. Look at that in-shape, young face. And now here I come, ladies. Just a little bit bigger, built, stronger. Oh, those are the days. Hey, did I know that? I told you. I saw beautiful Bobby Eaton. And
this has been
1
minute with TNA TJ. Thank you, TNA TJ, for that. So you're trying to say you're misleading women by sending them pictures of yourself
back in the day,
from the 90s?
They should know
about the 90s.
Yes, my Aeropostale shirt. I would hope I'm not wearing that anymore.
Oh, boy.
You got me on that crap.
What else is going on, Daniel from Scotland? What else is in the news?
Finley. You retired, right?
Yeah, I think that was a while ago. And they're making a documentary. I told you, right?
Oh, yeah, that's
the Fit Finleys.
You didn't talk.
You watch that?
Missing that news flash. Thank God I'm here. Yes, I'm going to watch it. Are they going to show you how to get fit and shape? What is that show about?
Wait, Harrison's really going at you. Now he says you're stuck in 85.
Oh, man, 85.
You got a caller. Welcome to the Big Al Show. Caller, you there?
From places unknown.
111. Is this the Warrior?
Tell me now.
Caller.
It's scary.
Hello?
Uh-huh.
Hello?
You there? Yeah, caller.
hello?
You with us?
Yeah.
You're on the air with the Big Al Show.
Hey.
Hey.
What the heck's going on here?
Who's that?
I don't know. That wasn't the Ultimate Warrior, though. Sounds like maybe RVD.
Yeah, maybe it was.
Is that Rob Van Dam?
Yeah, it could be.
That wasn't the Warrior, everybody. Sorry to disappoint you. Could have been RVD. Hung up. I don't know.
You know.
All right, Daniel from Scotland. Where's the news, man? On Mark Madden's radio show, Kurt Angle said he has nothing against WWE, but their road schedule wouldn't be the best thing for him. Boy, we are again at the bottom of the barrel.
The laziest ass wrestlers.
Right?
They're just
TNA, you're right. Okay, I'm sorry. That's good news because you got TNA. You're right. I'm sorry. I didn't even see that, but you're right. That's the way to see
Didn't I
that.
tell you that? They don't give a crap.
The wrestlers there are there because TNA has a very easy road schedule. The taping schedule's easy. I don't think it's what's best for the company.
Of course not.
They do live events in other places, right? Like house shows. Why aren't they filming those and saying that's Impact? Am I missing something? Because it would take a lot to move the crew there?
No.
How big is your crew? The show doesn't look that well produced. How large is your crew? Really?
You know what's going to happen?
You guys could probably hire someone.
They're all going to get fat.
Who's cheap enough to get that done.
Jeff Hardy's going to get fat.
Oh, every week you're going to lose up fans because Hardy females, a lot of them out there, and they don't like when you bash
It doesn't
Jeff
matter.
Hardy.
They don't go
Matt Hardy.
They're the laziest guys in the world. Jeff Hardy gives me like a 5-minute wrestling match now.
Yeah.
His belly hanging all over the ropes. You know, it's terrible. I don't care what you say. It's lazy. Even RVD is wrestling lazy. Look at old school RVD.
And I was just about to say, and they're talking about this a little bit in the chat. Nutty Rockchick says the road schedule sucks for the WWE, which it does. I mean, it's rough, but, boy, they are pampered way more than they were in the 80s. I wasn't there. I can't tell you for sure, but just from watching and seeing, the bumps that they took and the things that were demanded out of them at the time and the road schedule from all the stories that you hear from everyone that was involved,
Yeah.
Pretty intense. Wrestlers these days, I don't think have it nearly as hard. And I think the WWE pushes them.
Yeah.
But I think TNA maybe cradles them a little too much.
Of course. Well, the Four Horsemen had it good. They flew their own jets, private jets.
Yeah.
They didn't have it as hard.
I don't think they really did. They did, actually.
They
they said they lived the story.
Yeah, they loved it, remember? They said they loved going down.
Well, I told you, that's the thing. What I said about Mongo, said Flair running through Caesar's Palace, flashing people.
They had a
Nothing under the rope. Could you imagine if you saw Ric Flair in Vegas in his robe, and he fucking flat? You wouldn't know what the heck was going on. You would think you were in a dream state, right? This can't be real. Ric Flair just walked past me, and he's flashing people. He's got his robe on. Do you think he was going, woo? Do you really think he was?
Yeah, the Nature Boy. Woo! Yeah, they had it good. From everything I heard, and DiBiase, remember? DiBiase, they gave a bunch of money. He did what he wanted.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
We got 15 more minutes.
Oh!
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap things up. No overtime today.
No OT.
We're not doing the overtime.
Oh.
You guys know normally week by week, we tell you to come back, check in. We have like 10 more minutes we usually like to do, 10, 15 more minutes, wrap things up and maybe have a little fun. Today we have things that we have to attend to.
We do.
We have some things that we need to do. So, yeah, that being said, it has nothing to do with Mae Young or the Fabulous Moolah, as VIP said earlier. I just want to clear that up with everyone.
That's right.
I have no relationship with them at all.
No, you don't.
It was just a dance.
A danceroo.
Just a little dance.
A little dance-off.
Yeah. But, yeah, UFC.
Box.
What else is going on? Non-wrestling. UFC was fun last night.
Yeah, it was all right.
What else?
You're dancing to the 80s.
Well, that's the music they were playing at the Cougar place last night. And I don't really like older women, but they were out looking for
they were youngins
to. You know, I saw her, the Fabulous Moolah. Came over. I saw her going through her purse, pulling out hundreds, like almost like she was trying to.
What?
I was trying to show she had money. She had money to blow.
That's good money.
Yeah, it's pretty good money.
Could have gone gambling.
I can't do it, man. I'm not a gigolo.
Oh,
I'm not Deuce Bigelow. You know what I'm saying?
Should be.
What's going on, Deanna from Scotland? Here's the news. Here's the news.
Give me the news.
You ready?
Sure.
No news yet on Jeff Hardy's TNA trial. What's going on with Jeff Hardy?
He's getting sued?
Well, no, he's not getting sued. Remember the drug issues. Still dealing with that issue. Well, this is old. This happened last year. But it's now going to court. I guess today was supposed to be the first court day, or it was around now. I don't know. I keep hearing different things. Oh, they're going this, and now we're going to... Let me know when they decide what's happening with him.
He's still on drugs.
You think he's still on drugs?
Yeah.
There's a chance.
Yes, dude. You know a dog wouldn't shake his hand because he's a druggie. I'm serious.
You're a big dog fan. I don't know.
Yeah. Remember that? They got in a fight. He was serious.
I like the show.
Hardy was mad.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy. What, did Dog ever say what the problem was?
Well, what I heard, the reason was because the dog is supposedly, he's a big, church kind of guy.
Right, good guy.
And
supposedly, but usually,
Yeah, well, either way. But I guess Hardy wanted to, I don't know, shake his, meet him, I don't know, and he just kind of said, not interested. And pissed him off.
Yeah.
Pissed Hardy off. Took that as an insult. But Hogan's friends with him. Hogan boxed the dog.
I'm not really a big Dog Bounty Hunter fan myself. That show is pretty cool. And I'm not a big TV show fan.
Yeah.
But you forced me to watch shows here.
I did. Leland. My boys. Catching those with bad people.
Hey, Daniel from Scotland, buddy, what else do you got? Nothing. We're running out of news.
Give me Scottish news.
We're going to just have to go to the Fever.
Oh, the Fever.
It's time for the Fever, ladies.
I got a new one today.
Who is it?
Stevie Ray.
That's a new one?
Yes.
New Fever?
Yes. Oh, come on.
Took me a minute to get that. Sorry, everybody.
Hey, that's what I get.
All right, give me a better one. Who else you got the Fever for?
Hoovy.
Ah.
Yeah, he was cool.
Hoovy Guerrera.
Yeah, he went against Al Dandy. Remember him? Awesome.
Al Dandy, yeah, he's cool.
Chubby. But
yes, he was.
You know who you look like, because I saw the match day. The Jack Black movie.
Yeah, a little bit.
Nacho Libre?
A little bit.
I swear.
Nacho Libre, did you like that movie?
That was great. I don't care what anyone says. That was funny, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was an awful wrestler. Fat Mexican. Usually they're skinny, you know. Great.
We want one more time. Thank everybody for stopping by. Ron, Nutty Rock Chick, JB, thanks for coming in. Jaded Wrestling Fan, thanks for calling and stopping in. All of our guests, the Luchadors.
Oh, and yeah,
Daniel from Scotland. Andre Harrison, of course.
And thank you to Jen, who I work with, who's giving me these old school tapes.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah. Letting me, she has a bunch of tapes, old school, talking about like 1987, old wrestling, NWA, WCCW.
And we were watching what right now? Wrestle War
91.
So that was pretty decent.
Yes. It's awesome to take it back.
Yeah, boy, it was so much better, right? It was so much more interesting.
Realistic.
We're watching like 3, 4, 5, 6 hours of this stuff at a time. Imagine if they were only giving us an hour every week, we'd be hooked.
Oh, God.
But it's not like that anymore. It's so terrible. And I don't know if it's the characters. I don't know if the young wrestlers aren't right. I don't know if it's 100% the writing and the storylines, but it's not adding up. When one wrestling show is getting a 0.8 and the other is getting a 3.2, something is the matter when there's only 4.0s. Because remember, 10 years ago, WCW was getting 5 point something and on occasions, losing.
Yeah.
Losing.
Young talent and no jobbers to push them over.
WWE is getting 7s. So the fans are there, but they've hit the road. Because what we're seeing today is garbage. That old stuff was great.
Why? Because they talk.
So many reasons.
They're believable. They talk real.
That's probably the main thing. It wasn't entertainment. It was made to be a sport. They filmed it, and acted like this was real, and they wanted you to believe it.
Right.
They did not want you to think it was scripted at all.
Right.
When they hit each other, they did it like, dude, if I don't hit you here, they're not going to buy it, and then we're going to get in trouble, so I got to pound you.
This clothesline's
going to pound you, and it looks great.
Right.
It's not there anymore. They don't treat it like that. It's a game.
Yeah.
They're playing games, and they're having these stupid characters, and it's not right. Yeah. But it is what it is, and hopefully WWE gets their act together. I won't say goes out of business because they still have a lot to offer under the right leadership. What's going to happen if something, let's say it, happens to Vince McMahon?
Well,
what happens if Vince McMahon were to...
She really runs it.
Stephanie runs it? That's bad news.
She's running it now.
Bad news. She's not running all of it. Dad is still there.
Triple H.
Imagine if Triple H eventually. Now, let's say far into the future, guys. Let's think far into the future, wrestling fans. Imagine if in 20 years, Triple H inherited somehow.
He could.
And ran the WWE.
He could. And he will.
What if it was great?
You
think it would be great or terrible?
It may be good.
Right.
Because he likes a lot of the old school.
Right.
He kind of came up.
There's still a lot of bureaucracy right now, though, too.
I don't think he grew up in the back. He was learned by...
He would definitely get rid of the PG thing, I think. I think anyone but old freaking McMahon right now would get rid of the PG thing.
Well, he was along with
It's silly. It's stupid. They were so extreme just not a few years ago, but fairly recently. Right. And now all of a sudden... It's a kid's show?
I still say...
Who are you fooling, McMahon? Well, that's the direction the country's going in. Like, this guy has a pulse. He really believes. He has his hand on the pulse of the world, where he knows people don't want to see that stuff anymore. They don't want to see these long matches, and they don't want to see blood, and they don't want to... They want the happy characters and little... I don't know, man.
It doesn't need to be, though. You don't need to have blood every match. You can do it once in a blue moon. It still makes it fun. That's where he's missing the point. Don't need to be extreme. Just be old school, like I used to do it. It wasn't blood in every match. It just happened to be some matches.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we might. What do you want to shut down a little? We might shut down a little early today because we do have to get running. So this show is probably going to end. We got 5 minutes.
You're going to get your...
We can hold it. We can hold on.
Rick Rude pants on tonight.
We got to get ready. It's going to be a big night. What's everybody doing? What are you guys in the chat doing tonight, Saturday night? Are we hanging out with the wifey? Do you got a wifey at home maybe? Or the husband?
Roller skating.
Going roller skating like Rocky?
Bowling.
Maybe some bowling, a little fun?
Pool.
You go to a beach if you're near a beach.
True. Late night.
Fun stuff. Maybe if you're single,
Drive-in movie.
maybe a night out on the town.
Oh, night out.
Maybe going out with your friends. Maybe you got a date. Maybe somebody new, somebody special coming into your life.
Movie dinner night.
We wish you the best of luck on that date, and we wish you the best of luck. Whatever you're doing tonight, Saturday night.
Saturday Night Fever.
Saturday Night Fever. Enjoy the discos.
Yeah.
Are we going to do disco dancing?
We are. You're
going to do your, I'm not even going to say the name.
Disco Inferno.
Disco Inferno.
He's great.
You know what I'm thinking of? I like Disco Inferno. I'm kidding. I just like to give you our
cool.
I do like this.
For a jobber, awesome. He had the TV title once. I didn't even know that.
I think I remember that, yeah.
True champion.
TV champion? That's when, like, Duggan had it, too, right?
Big belt.
That's around that time when Duggan was like,
no.
Jim Duggan was, I'm the champion of Saturday. I mean, he was taking a stand.
That was great. Hey, whatever. At least that was fun.
And you remember it, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's funny to me. The crappiest show. You got 3 shows. He wants to be the king of the crappy show.
The Warriors here again. Great. We can't even get through one show without the Ultimate Warrior knocking at the door. And what does he want? It's not like he comes in.
Nah.
He wants to disrupt the show.
Yeah.
Maybe he wants the attention.
Maybe.
Listen, if that guy has any guts at all, he'll say something about us in his blog.
Yeah, true.
Come on, Warrior.
Call in.
Call in, tough guy. You want to come over here and bang at the door and release all these statements and say things about Ted DiBiase Sr., a good friend.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah. Who do you think you are? Stop coming by the house.
Who's next? Jake the Snake?
Yeah, no, I like Jake the Snake. He would never stalk us.
No, I mean, he's going to
Like
talk
the
about
Warrior.
Jake the Snake next.
Oh, is he? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He might everybody.
Hogan?
Hey. Oh, did the Warrior clear out?
Oh.
All right, we're sending Wrestling Georgian to check out and see if the Warrior is cleared. We'll let you guys know. Look, we only got a couple minutes left on air, so we want to, something happens to us here.
Yeah.
He might come rushing in here.
Done.
Yeah, he's finished.
Finished.
He left a note.
Oh.
Great. Freaking wonderful. Thank you. Wow.
What does it say?
The power of the Warriors has inducted you into a realm of pity within self-degradation of yourself from which you have inherited the goodness. Your righteousness is foolery? What the hell is this? And it goes on like this. There's like 8 pages. I'm sick of this, Warrior. Leave us the hell alone. And leave everybody in the chat room alone, too. Daniel from Scotland, Andre Harrison, Grim, the guest, JB, Nutty Rock Chick, and Ron. Luchadors. And the Luchadors. We're going to shut down, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week, 6 o'clock, every Saturday, 6 p.m. on The Big Al Show here on Blog Talk. blogtalkradio.com/The Big Al Show. And go and subscribe to us. We do the reviews of Raw. I'm going to try to get back into Impact. No promises this week, okay? All right. YouTube.com/Kickass Wrestling Show. // Kickass Wrestling Show. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week. Good night. And good luck.